guys.
We're home.
We're back.
Oh, my little
this is-
dog wants to sit on my nest.
Oh,
There she goes.
This is Peter's lounge room. I feel like slowly you guys are going to get a whole tour of Peter's house.
We could do the next one in the toilet.
No, we don't need to do
You
one.
want to do a tour of the house?
No, that's not what I said.
That'd be really funny.
No, it wouldn't.
I think we need to find a unisex toilet somewhere. When you sit on one, I sit on the other one, and we just have it.
What is your
recording it.
obsession with toilets?
No, but then we
you
could have the barrier
weirdo?
in between us still.
You're
We'd have to
so
find
weird.
somewhere to put our alcohol on.
God, you're so strange. You're in a weird obsession with toilets.
I'm not obsessed. I got the wrong glasses on. Everything's a blur. Yeah, the ones.
These ones?
Yeah, those ones. It's my edgitings ones.
Edgiting.
Talking about, I think I've got to do my eyes again. I think you need to do yours, don't you?
No, mine are fine.
Yours are fine?
Yeah.
I thought you were complaining the other day you couldn't see.
Well, if I take them off, I can't. Well, I can, but it's just a bit blurry far away.
No, I don't know how many times I had to go into your room to find what you'd lost, and it was sitting in broad daylight. Maybe your glasses do need to be found.
I think they need to be cleaned.
They need to be cleaned. Yes, I think my funniest one was, I can't find my pink vape anywhere, and it was on the floor. It's all right. I'm not saying nothings. It was funny, though, I must admit. I didn't do the hand gesture.
Jester.
Gesture.
You're a bloody jester. You're a clown.
Yes, I'm a clown. I'm glad to be a clown.
It is very nice to be home.
It is very nice to be
It's
home.
nice. I went to... I'm not allowed to use... I'll have to censor what was actually said, but I got home and I went to do the grocery shopping. I got to my...
You can say fruit tingles.
I'll say... Oh, and anyway, so I get to the shops to do my grocery shopping, and I'm just walking into Eastland, which is a massive shopping centre near where I live. And there's this bogan lady out the front talking to her bogan mate. Bogan is the Australian word for like a redneck, I guess like an Australian redneck. And she's talking to this guy. She's like, yeah, and I was standing there, and this guy comes over and says, there's no standing here. And I was like, oh, get stuffed. But she didn't say stuffed. She dropped the F-bomb in a voice very Australian like that. And I was just like, that's good to be home. just the way that she's screaming at the top of her lungs with this bogan accent, dropping F-bombs in the car park. I'm like, they say Australians have no culture.
But we had that even before we got on the plane. Remember we got into the queue and we're in the platinum queue because we're both platinum status.
Oh, yeah.
And these two Aussies walked up trying to push their way in. This can't all be for the platinum people.
He said, this I can't tell you these are gold and platinum. And me with a few wines under my belt. And I'm like, actually, we are.
And then you were so rapt that you didn't see him get into business class. Went right down into
No,
class.
I wanted to be sitting where they would have had to walk past. There would have been that, just because I'm petty like that.
You're a bit petty like that.
But it was good. No, it's nice to be home. I've had so many vegetables. Made a nice vegetable soup. I've been making nice dinners with vegetables and having nutrients in my body. It's
Yes,
nice.
it's really good not to have processed food.
It is really nice to have
Good to see what an actual vegetable looks
Yes.
like, not a packet that says there might be one in here.
And actually, then things, I don't know, like, I found things just kind of like, even if we did get veggies, it was like watery tasting. Or was that just me?
What, in America?
Yeah.
Oh, the strawberries were disgusting.
Strawberries are horrible.
And some of the blueberries. I couldn't do the blueberries either. They were super juicy but sour. Like they'd been injected with something. Could have been fentanyl. I don't know.
Oh my God. And you know what else? I can't remember if I've said this recently, but I've been loving having my car again, not having to order Ubers and taxis everywhere, just being like, I need to go somewhere. Oh, I'll grab my keys and off I go. I have to wait and stand there and book an Uber and freedom. It's nice.
I've driven a car twice since I've been back, so
Driven mine plenty.
I had lots of catching up to do, so I just locked myself in my little orifice over here.
We tried to do this podcast with it facing Peter's, I'm not saying that word, office.
My orifice.
Your office, but the lighting was horrible.
Why do you want to film my orifice?
I don't want to. You're so weird. So it's nice to be back, though.
It's nice to be back.
It's nice.
Yes, it is nice to be. And we're back for a while.
We are. Like,
Although I'm planning some little trips. I don't know if you'll come or not. But
oh, thanks. That's all right.
no, it's just going to plan a couple of little ones.
That's cool. I
Like
don't
to
mind.
Japan, and I was going to go to... Look at you.
Oh, go to Japan.
Oh, I've upset her now.
No, you haven't.
Yes, I
Fine.
no. We started to have a talk and I haven't finished the talk. You hate this when I do this, don't you?
Yes.
It's so funny. Well, have we ever had a talk and it's been bad for you?
I don't think so.
So why are you so worried about it?
It's not that I'm worried. I'm just nosy and I have anxiety. So if you say we're going to talk, I'll tell you later. It gives me, it's like,
No, but
do me
sometimes...
now. Like even when my friends do it to me, they're like, oh, I need to tell you something. I'll tell you later. I'm like, no, you can't do that. I have anxiety. You need to tell me
Yes, you
now.
can. That's the best thing to do to you.
Not.
So if you want to have fun with Becky, just send her an email and say, when can I email you about something?
No, just
And then
tell
wait 3
me.
days before.
Just tell me there and then. It's frustrating.
Frustrating. Frustrating. So you're gone quiet now. So I came back and I don't know why I say yes to some jobs, but in the end I actually enjoyed it. They were a nice couple and they had some fun even though they were an hour late. Then they gave me a tip. They didn't ask for a discount coupon and they gave me a tip. It was
Wow.
really nice of them.
It's a first.
It was, yeah, there's some of the commercial work or some of the, would you call it commercial work or private? I don't know. Commissioned work that
I don't know.
I try to cut out because it's hard working with certain people, especially there's certain girls who will spend an hour getting one picture with their iPhone and they think they're beautiful and a model and expect you to get that in a studio and they've had hair and makeup done and they hate the hair and makeup and they put themselves under pressure. And it's just so hard to get something decent. The first picture they see, they go, oh, it looks so fat. And you know, oh my God, this is going to go
downhill.
hard.
Yeah.
And that sort of deterred me. And you've been there a couple of times at the studio where someone's just, there was actually a photographer once. I can't remember her name.
We don't need to say names, but I know.
No, I can't. No, it was just, there's a photographer once. The same thing as she came in and said, she hates being in front of the camera. I said, great, thank you so much for booking me to take a picture of you, but you just said you they
Yeah.
But no, this couple they were good fun. He was really tall. They were both had put on a lot of weight in the last 6 months because they both commented that they both put on a lot of weight. They've had it too lay back and easy. And a little bit like you and Jared, they've been together like 8 years and they just decided to get engaged and married pretty quick. So they're getting married not long after when you're getting married. But it was quite... she was Persian and there's something about Persian women, some of them just go kabang in front of the camera and others don't, but she was one of those ones that camera loved her straight away. And they just...
Easy to work with.
Yeah, I just said, just ignore the camera. I'm not going to give you too much direction. I might just throw clangers at you. And what I mean, I might just throw, just random things to break you up and relax you. But I didn't really have to do that much because they were pretty good. And they both had these big Russian dogs. Not super big, though, but Labradorish type size. And they're both deeply in love with them. So that made it really easy. Just got talking about that for a little bit. But then they just took it on from there.
Easy.
It
So
was
on
actually quite easy. Yeah, it was a Saturday and I enjoyed a little bit of doing something a bit different again. And that was really simple, just dark background, this Octoboximus grey cyc wall and first frame. She goes, oh, I love it. So
All right, there you go. Bye.
he turned up in a white shirt and I showed him some pictures and think, black would make you look slimmer. So black went on really quickly. Yeah, I did enjoy... I don't know, it was brain dead but fun. I think it was also hard after doing workshops. There was a percentage of the models that we do on workshops that shouldn't be there, but we want one a workshop just so we can show people the difference from a professional model to someone who's
like just starting out,
or not just even who's not professional, more influencer or more someone that doesn't work like a professional model.
Yeah.
And
Bang.
some of them were a little bit tough, but it's like when you go into certain places, there's certain cities and that. Like I wouldn't expect to find a model in friggin' Denver or even worse Montana, or you wouldn't expect to find. And you might find one that her parents are there and she's come back to visit them or something. But it's quite refreshing. Was it One Agency? Is that who we used?
One Management.
One Management. I'm really, really impressed with their models, and I felt I was going to be headbutting them, but I didn't. I think it's me. I think I put it on myself that, oh my God, they're going to hate what I'm about to do to them.
I get to because I kind of know the flow of things and I know kind of where you're going, and sometimes I'm like, because I normally speak to the models first and I can kind of get a gauge of their personality and stuff, and sometimes I meet them and I'm like, oh, Peter's going to go through this and you're going to fight with him. It never seems to happen. I think in the 6.5 years I've been your assistant, there's only been one model that I think was actually like really like wanting to headbutt you. And that was someone in Sydney when I'd like just first started.
Oh, yes, yeah. There was one in, I think it was New York 1 year. And yeah, for the models do about 3 to 4 hours. And I think about 2.5 hours in, everything was a headbang with her. Mm-hmm. She sort of, I don't know, didn't want to do it her way and sort of like, who are you? You don't know what you're talking about. I've been modelling. I know what I'm doing. I booked for this. But then the very last bit, I really changed her a lot. I made her sit on a stool, brought curtains around, I got the light really, got her to hold the curtains and wrap into them. And I saw her face just drop and I snapped a picture. And she looked on the screen and goes, oh, wow.
Was that in Chicago a few years ago?
I'm in Chicago, yeah.
I remember that.
It was amazing. She just goes, I'm not fighting with you anymore. You actually really do know what you're doing.
I remember that.
I've never seen a picture of me like that.
Yeah, I remember that one.
But it's hard because, like, in their eyes, I'm a nobody because commercial models don't go around looking at photographers. They're too busy.
And also, we're throwing them in the deep end. It's like they've never heard of you.
10 or 15 people.
And then you're getting them to do that and you like fail. And it's like,
no, well, even worse, I get the group to say, did they pass or fail? And remind them that none of them are official photographers and all they go is fail. And they go, this look on their face.
I think it's a harsh word. It is.
It's fun.
No, it's harsh.
It's fun.
It's a harsh
word.
Hey,
every single model as they're leaving always says, I can't believe how much I learned.
I know, it's just a harsh word to use.
We just got to try and find a way of, I want to do Inspire, like a really in-depth with Inspire maybe, and not so in-depth on YouTube, just to, I don't know, I can't do it. There's lots of stuff on YouTube that I can just break down. Maybe I can do that on Inspire.
You're not making any sense.
That's normal. No, what I'm thinking out loud. If I try and do something on YouTube, I can't use any of the commercial, like the Candace, and I can't use any of that stuff because it's all copywritten. Mm-hmm. So I can't point out little things that these particular models do, which that's how they get those incredible pictures. But it's very hard with anybody who's sort of not at that super high level to be fully relaxed when you got cameras on them and to try and show it in real life.
Yeah.
So I've noticed a bit more and more, and that's why I'm changing the way I'm going to be filming, is I'll narrate I'll do my normal thing with setting up all of the lights and things like that. But when it comes to the shooting, I'm most likely going to narrate it later.
Yeah.
Because all the models have said it, and I see it in the pictures. It's quite rare now that I get what I call a killer picture during filming shoot, because it's that thing I say, if there's one person standing in the room, you can feel it. Well, yeah. I think that 3 cameras and you're on them, and then me talking to the cameras.
Yeah. No, it's very hard.
It's hard.
Yes.
But that was just my thinkings. But
your thinkings.
My thinkings and...
Puppies yawning.
Puppies yawning. Mm. Well, we had our meeting overseas about our future.
Yes, we did.
Everyone say goodbye to Bec? No, I'm joking. So yes, we've got to change things up. We're running out of time, but there are more changes on my side of things.
Yeah.
We'll still be we might be cutting back a little bit on workshops, just running out of time. They do take up so much of our time. We've got back to Australia and I've got literally zero content to put up next week. So
yeah, well, because we do, like in America, we do 3. So each week was 3 days of workshops, and we've got a day of travelling in, a day of travelling out. That's 5 days. There's only 2 days left. You've got to do editing, and we're like trying to fit editing a podcast and trying to do shoots on top. It's just there's not enough time.
Yeah, I know. It really, like we only shot
a couple times.
We shot little quick one in Eatington. We shot the one in Austin. I don't know. I need to sit down with you about the one we did in LA. It's nothing to worry about. I just want to hear what you say.
Okay.
I'm interested.
Okay.
I'm just interested. No, I'm just really interested to see what you say. Okay. I've deleted all the really bad pictures, so you're not only going to see. You won't see any of the really bad. I left a couple of weird ones when you gave me a death metal one.
So metal.
You're so metal, are you?
So metals.
And
I have to take my cats to the vet. One of them has dandruff. I did seriously, I'd never heard of it until I Googled it. Why is it I come back from America and my cats need to go? Well, Sister doesn't need to. She only needs to go just because she hasn't been in ages and she needs a checkup. But Grim, my little black devil cat, I noticed he had all these little white specks on him, and Jared first thought it was like eggs of some sort, but then we gave him a brush and I was like, no, they're flat and it's little flakes. And then I Googled it, and yes, cat dandruff is a thing because he's black. So I don't know, like because Sis
so now you're going to turn up to work with all. so you're going to have Sissa fur and you're going to have dandruff from Grim. Oh my God.
So I need to go. But Google says it's not really much to worry about. It could be that he's not grooming himself properly, and I noticed most of it's kind of.
Can you teach him how to groom himself? How do you just start licking his fur and hope he copies?
It's kind of mostly around near his tail, and because he's got a little bellis on him, I'm wondering if he's a bit.
He's not even a year old, and you've already made him obese. Oh my God!
I don't know if he
can't reach around. Can't do the reach around.
Or it could just be just dry skin because it's been winter and we've had the heater on and stuff. Or it could be he just has dry skin. So. They said it's like 99% of the time it's completely fine. I just need to get it looked at because my cat has dandruff.
Well, I have a dog with anxiety.
I've got a cat with dandruff. Oh gosh.
You picked him.
I know. Bless you. It's not as big of a shock coming back from when we came back from Europe. And I left this thing and I came back to this one, but he's still bigger.
He looks bigger.
He's bigger.
You're trying to say he didn't. Sorry, on the bed he looks bigger.
He's pretty humongous.
Were they excited to see you, or they just do the cat thing and you home again?
No, mine are not like that.
Oh no, they would. Oh, thank God, we're going to get fed now.
No, don't worry. Jared feeds them very well. No, they love me. Sister was all like came up and sniffed me, and then bent down to give her pats. She was giving me little sniffs on my cheek. It's very cute. And then we rotted in bed for like 18 hours together.
Of course you did.
Watching my Game of Thrones. It's a bit awkward watching that on the plane.
Why?
Because it's very violent and there's also lots of very graphic...
Oh, so is it like watching a sex scene with your dad sitting next to you? Was it like that? Were you thinking you were getting judged by the hostesses?
Well, it's just more
I watch Wolves of Wall Street on my laptop and I'm going full at it in that.
Well, yeah, they go full at it in Game of Thrones as well. There's lots of dongers out. It's also very violent. But I've been enjoying watching it again. I'm already up to season 3. I've low-key roped Jared into it because I said to Jared I really want to watch it again. And he's like, I'm not spending 80 hours rewatching this when I know how it ends and the ending was annoying.
It was crap.
So, but I was like, okay, well, that's cool. I'll rewatch it. So
You're just watching it for the sex scene.
No, I'm not. I'm not.
It's your porn fix.
It's not. And so I started it on the plane and I got home and I was watching it.
So they all have big dongers or they're all different sizes?
They're different sizes.
Oh, so you do watch it for the
No, I don't.
You pervert.
So I was watching, and then Jared
There is
started.
something called Pornhub or something that you could watch if
Yeah, but shut up. I'm not watching it for that.
you're sure now.
Yes. And anyway,
Are they
Jared's.
like Vikings? I've never watched it.
I've never watched Vikings.
No, are they like big Viking type people? Or are they little weasel things like
They're all different types.
Harry Potter
No,
people?
they're all different types of people. Anyway, Jared started watching it again with me now.
those?
So I've roped him into it.
You roped him.
Yeah.
I actually watched a movie. So
Actually, did you?
my massive DVD collection, which I'm so pissed off about. I
See
paid
some
for
of
them.
them?
So all my vinyls are still playable, but the DVDs are slowly becoming unplayable, which sucks.
Sucks.
So I got a big collection, but had a special. I had Stanley Kubrick, one of my favourite, and that's the reason why I shoot landscape, and that's why I tend to put my images in the centre. Thank you, Stanley. It's all his fault. The Shining, 2001. But when someone was talking about someone was talking about why I shoot landscape and why I tend to shoot centre. I said that you can blame Stanley Kubrick for that, and a little bit Tarantino. He's a little bit centre as well. And one of them said, "Oh, so did you like Barry Lyndon?" And I thought, I can't remember it.
I don't even know what that
It's
is.
one of his first movies.
Oh.
And it's set back, I think, in the 18th century in Ireland, London, and around Europe. And I thought, the other night, I just felt like watching something. And I thought, I can't remember the movie, so I want to watch it. And it is a very long movie. It's slow. You'd most likely absolutely hate it.
I don't hate slow movies.
No, it's not. I don't think it's your type of movie.
Oh.
The cinematography was really nice. The color palette and the lenses they used really, and it's the thing I'm not liking with a lot of Netflix stuff. What do you got? Corks floating, or was that dandruff?
Well, I thought there was a crack in your glass, but it was just a mark.
I'm watching it, and the longer I watch it, the more and that's what I like about good movies. You just become in the movie, and you sort of don't even look around the room. You're just pretty much locked in on the movie. It's not like it's a full-on type of movie, but it's a great storyline to it that I really, really enjoyed it. So I'm going to watch Full Metal Jacket in the next couple of days. I have watched that, but I remember I used to love it. It's really heavy.
I've heard of it, I haven't seen it. Well, I was happy, speaking of movies, because there's this new movie out called The Substance. And it's been out for, I think, over a month now. And I keep seeing all this stuff about it online, and I've been really, really wanting to see it. And then when we were still in America, I went on to Hoyt's, which is one of our main cinemas here. It's the one at Eastland, so it's one I go to. And I was looking at the timetable, and it only had like one session per day of it. And then I went to like the following week, and it had no sessions. I was like, oh, damn, it's going to finish by the time I get home. But then the other day I was like, I wonder, and this was on Friday, and I had a look and it was still showing, and they had an 8 o'clock at night on Friday. I was like, oh, perfect, let's go see it. So I really liked it. I'm not saying too much because I don't want to spoil it for you, but you know how I said there's like a lot of little homages to other horror movies? There's a reference to Stanley Kubrick, which
cool.
I'm not going to say what it is, but you'll get it.
Big knows. I'd much rather seeing a movie not knowing anything about it, not watching trailers, not just let it happen.
So I'm not saying nothing about it. But yeah, there's a really cool homage to Stanley Kubrick in it. And I really liked it. I thought the storyline was really interesting and really cool. And I think the acting was really good in it. I recommend. Me and my horror movies.
Well, Shree's watched, I think, 2 episodes of White Lotus.
Oh, yeah.
So she watches one more. She's only then one behind me, and I'll see if she likes it after. I don't know.
I loved it.
I like the actors, but I
thought it was quirky.
No, the quirkiness is just I feel like I'm picking the storyline before it happens. And I don't like that. I like twists. I like little things that I don't quite pick.
Twists.
But then I watched Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice, but see, I love Tim Burton, and it had some great actors in it. I didn't realise all the good actors. It had that girl who played Wednesday.
Jenna Ortega.
Yeah, she's cool.
She's cool.
And Moira, and then
Moira.
the other, then
Catherine O'Hara.
Catherine O'Hara, and then the lady in between.
Winona Ryder.
No, those three together are pretty friggin' cool. And I know it's a little bit of a brain dead sort of, but I don't know. But Tim Burton just does these really surreal things that I like. And there was a song that started playing, and it's Gawky Park. It's a famous song, and it's about you left the cake out in the rain. I've lost the recipe. I don't know how to make it again. This is a rock song, and they've got this cake in the rain and water's all pouring on. It's like, just to come up with the whole thing was, I thought, very clever. I liked it.
Very clevers.
And I liked the sandwormy thing.
The sandwormy thing.
It was very Tim Burton, the worm.
Yes.
And a worm inside of a worm.
Isn't that in the first one? The sandworm thing? Yeah.
And all the dead people are critical.
The dead
and how they died.
The dead people.
Yes. Yeah, I actually enjoy, I like brain dead movies, and it's one of the ones. I was really hoping for the Joker, but I'm not even going to bother.
No, I'm not bothering with that.
I'm not even,
after
it's going to be
horrible reviews.
That'll be 2 Gaga movies in a row I'm not going to watch. I can't watch Star is Born because...
Did you watch House of Gucci? That was good. I liked that.
Yeah, but...
She's in it.
I know, but she wasn't I didn't find she was the main person, was she?
She was one of the main ones, yeah. She plays Gucci's wife.
I know, but didn't find that... No, I like that movie.
And her accent in that was horrible, though. That was not... For someone she's an Italian-American, and her accent sounded Russian. I do love Gaga, though.
Are you picking on her?
I'm not picking on her, I'm just saying.
I really still think Lady Gaga passed her best.
I love her still. I think she's iconic.
A new concert's supposed to be good, but I haven't seen anything yet on it. But
I watched it on one of our flights.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, it was good. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I just didn't, in the start of it, she kept telling everyone to put your hands up. I was like, stop it.
Oh, we're back at Tomorrowland. Did they play I Used to Know?
And then at one point during the middle of it, she goes out to this little centre part and she does this whole piano kind of acoustic thing.
Giving it away for everyone now.
But she starts getting really political. She starts giving this speech and it gets really political, and I'm like, I get you've got your views and you're using your platform to spread your message, but this is a concert. You can do that elsewhere. I don't know. That's just a me thing, personally.
No, it's a me thing. Although I get political. My political view is more on protect the planet.
But I think we're at a concert and she's...
talking about politics and things because everyone should be... I still feel, and I think this is part of the reason America is having problems, people can't accept that you're going to vote for who you think is going to do best for you. I'm not going to vote for who I think is going to do best for Bec. I'm going to vote for who I think is going to do best for me. Yeah. And people have got to get back into it. Everyone should have a right to pick who they think.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't want to get into it. I was just saying, I just think it kind of derailed. I was like, I'm here to listen to your music.
It's like DiCaprio's friggin' thing on the weekend.
DiCaprio, I don't know.
He came out and did it against Trump thing. He said because Trump's going to destroy the world with greenhouse gases now. And here he is with his great friggin' jets and his big boat. What does he care about? He's doing more the damage he's doing is equivalent to one city. Anyway. I still don't. Anyway. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, if I ever became, haven't got much time left to do that, but if I ever became a Justin Bieber, I would not. I'll get up and say, make love, not war. I'll talk about those type of things, but I won't talk about left and right.
Yeah, anyway.
That's individual views.
Yes.
I will talk about Nikon, Canon, and Leica and Fuji. And I really want to do it, but I don't know if it's going to be seen. I want to rip all the camera companies apart because I got shit on every single one now. So I don't think there's a camera band that I could say I'm super happy with at the moment. What are you looking at?
Just checking we're still recording. I've had too many times.
After all the problems we've had on the workshops with all the guys with all the different cameras, and now the issues that I'm having in with my Leica, December last year I did a firmware upgrade which stuffed up my menu system and didn't allow me to use a Leica adapter for a Leica lenses. And we're nearly a year later, they still haven't fixed that thing. But now I've got other problems that are occurring, and you speak to the people and, I don't know about that. Do you actually turn the thing on, or you just look at the red dot all day? Annoys me. See the frustration. Everyone who comes to the workshop, you can see they're all frustrated with their camera gear. There wasn't one person that wasn't frustrated something about their camera gear. So the Sony guys, the menu system, it's got a bit better, but it's still terrible. Fuji's menu system, what they call things, you got no idea how to look it up. And then with Canon and Nikon, with not supplying information in the screen to help a photographer take a picture better. Like, we're going to take out your optical viewfinder. We're going to put a TV in there now, but we're not going to put anything in the TV for you. So what's the freaking use of it? I don't know. I get angrier and angrier at it, and then I see all this AI stuff coming out, and I know where the world's heading. And the hardest, nobody's making cameras for professional photographers anymore. They're all trying to make cameras for complete amateurs so they can take a professional quality picture without knowing what they're doing. But then nobody's out there actually making photographers for professional photographers anymore.
Making cameras for professional photographers.
No, making photogrophers for professional cameras. No. Or both. And making everyone brain.
You said making photographers for professional photographers.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, they're not making them either. But you're always picking on me.
I'm not.
You are.
Speaking of AI and cameras, it was funny before I was putting up that new blog with Shay and tried to use ChatGPT to write a little blurb for me. I think the prompt was like, write a short story about Peter Coulson shooting Shay in a Paris apartment with the kind of grungy mood or something, forgetting that ChatGPT doesn't know I mean shooting is in photo shoot. And it writes me a story about you picking up a gun and Shay being like, don't do it, Peter.
That could have been good. In fact, there's our friggin' the next tutorial I'll do with Shay will be me shooting her with a gun. You might have to film it though.
That's why before I was like, oh, ChatGPT is not with it. But then I realised, I cooked it with the wording. But then I tried to write notes. It wasn't working for me today. I ended up just writing my own blurb. It's really fun. Because I was reading, I'm like, what the hell? Why is it? What? Then I was like, oh, that's why.
Yeah, I'm finding, I think I know where the big picture ends, maybe in another 100 years. We'll have quantum computers and we'll have AI everywhere. People won't have to work anymore. They'll just be paid money to live by the government, because the people don't need to work, but people need to have money to buy things that the companies are making. Mm-hmm. So it'll be like those futuristic. Watch your futuristic movies. You hardly ever see anyone working. They're all just walking around. They don't see them actually with a job. So all the robots are doing all the work.
I don't really know the last time I watched a movie like that. So.
But then that's going to, people just play video games all day and...
Jared would love that.
Yeah, but then people are going to lose their purpose in life.
What if their purpose is to play video games? I know mine is to drink wine.
No, that's not your purpose in life.
Are you sure?
Yes, I know what your purpose in life is.
To be annoying.
To piss people off around you. You do a very good job of it. It's a cute little thing that just sabotages you from the inside out.
Not that.
Huh?
Not that I am kind of annoying.
No, the podcast I listened to a long time ago. I can't even remember it, so I can't give you a link.
The thing about purpose in life.
The purpose in life. I think that was a really big eye-opener for me and completely changed a lot of...
Yes, I remember when you listened to that.
Yeah,
you got all philosophicals.
It wasn't a way, but it's just like a goal. You'll always die with unachieved goals. And as soon as you get a goal, you just put another one. But the purpose just stays there. So every day you wake up, there's your purpose in life. And see, mine's really easy. You can't even remember what mine is it?
Just think about taking photos.
No. Inspire people with photography.
Oh, yeah.
I know what yours is. Your purpose in life is to drink every winery dry.
That's what I said before. My purpose in life is to drink wine. And you said, no, it's not. The piss pig.
You're not doing a very good job. There's heaps of wine you haven't drinking yet.
I'll get there. Don't worry, I'll get there.
Yeah, it was an interesting thing I saw about where the future's going to be. And if you look at how quick things are we thought things happened quick in the last 20 years. Just watch over the next 5 years. Now the AI is kicking in. There's just so much getting developed and worked out so much quicker.
It's freaky. It's very freaky.
Wouldn't want to be an actor.
Why?
I think their days are really numbered.
I don't think so.
I don't know. Hollywood, I think.
I don't
Well, even as a writer for Hollywood, you've already seen the ChatGPT, what
Yeah.
can write better than you can think. Then I saw there's a latest one where there's for school kids, they can go and do an assignment on ChatGPT, but then teachers have a way of checking at it. There's another site you can drop it into to un-ChatGPT.
Oh my God.
So it's now making human errors in it so it doesn't...
That's ridiculous. I think
funny.
I think I've mentioned this before, but Jared and a few of the guys on his team at work, they used chat to write some code for them just to see if it would, and then they put it into the testing and it actually worked. I was like, that's scary.
No, there's some really big things happening very soon. There's some...
Really soon.
Yeah, some big companies setting up that IT is going to be one of the things that might be slammed a bit. So they're starting to get programs developed. You can just very simply say what you want and they'll just design the code for you.
I don't like that. I like my soon-to-be husband having a job.
He just needs to come up with the app.
Soon-to-be
You're failing at that.
That was my Ugg boot dragging along the floor.
Well, why wouldn't it be anything other than that?
Just letting you know. That was my Ugg boot.
Just because you've come back from overseas and then burped twice in front of Jared's face. Jared's going to think, what has Peter done to him?
No.
You just say it's America.
America.
So how they appreciate a good meal. They burp afterwards. Someone, Jesse, who was in our last podcast, do you send you the little meme about America?
Yes.
I don't know how to share it, but
We can't.
I laughed so much. It was so accurate.
Yes, it says what Europeans think of America.
Americans, yeah, that was pretty funny.
You can just probably search it on Reels or TikTok or whatever, but I don't know how to share it.
Yeah, I don't know how to share it either.
I don't know.
I'm not much of a sharer.
Oh, God.
A sharer and a carer. Well, I think one of my Hasselblads is dying.
You said that.
Did I?
Oh, no, to
No, I
me.
told
Sorry.
you.
Not, yeah.
Oh, so I won't tell them any of my thoughts that I have.
Sorry.
Sorry.
I forgot.
Well, it started doing, the problem with the H6 is it's back and it starts to every now and then split pictures up and separate them. So the thumbnail looks good. You click on the picture and all of a sudden it's like triply
Can't
separated.
you, like, put it back?
Well, you could take it into Photoshop and join it, and then you have to use Heal Tool to fix the lines. But there's, like, I think in America, maybe 20 files did that. Also, I was having trouble with the focusing on it too, which I think back might have gone out of a line. I don't know, but I just grabbed one of my spares and shot on Saturday, and everything was fine again. Touch wood.
Good.
Touch wood.
What? Touching wood.
Oh, I'm just going to thank TSA one more time. Oh my God. If I can pack my suitcase, how come they can open it, pull stuff out, but can't put it back in? They just put sellotape around with bits hanging out through the zips they didn't do up. And all I can say is, like, thank God I took a couple of spare with shafts back. One got bent right angles because they didn't.
Oh, God. It's just, like, sure, if you've got to go through and search, that's fine, but put it back. Like, isn't that your Like, if your job is
your
just
job
search-
should be amazing packers because this is what you're doing all day long.
Exactly.
And if you open the case, you can see how it is.
Exactly.
Take a freaking screenshot of it or
photo
something. A screenshot is more fun.
and put it back the way you found. Yeah, that was ridiculous.
Oh, it was funny us going through the not the security check area.
What?
When you go through get scanned.
What was funny about it?
Well, a couple of times ago, you went through and you got fondled up by the girl.
Yeah.
Well, I went through. And he goes, "We'll pull you aside and look around to the screen, and there was a square red right on my penis." And I thought, so they're saying there is something on my penis. And I thought he was going to do a medical check on me or something, but no, he just wanted to feel me up all over.
No, the funniest was after he did the pat down, and he's like, "All right, thank you," and then you're like, "No, thank you."
Yeah. I didn't even have to pay for that.
I forgot about that. I was cracking up. Just, "No, thank you." Oh, that's too funny.
Like, I've seen it come up on the knee once or twice, a square on the knee, and isn't nothing. I haven't had a knee job or anything.
Oh, itchy.
Your eyeballs are itchies. Maybe you got dandruff in there. Maybe.
Oh, yeah, that was funny.
It was
That was funny. I lost my vape on the... Oh, what's in my eye?
an eyeball.
No, I can see something like...
Oh, yeah, she gets super angry with me. So we wake up.
No, I was angry because you laughed. I said, "I've lost my vape," and you're like, "Huh." I'm like, "It's not funny. You've got to deal with me without nicotine now."
You had other vapes.
No, it's just... I liked that
You're not
one.
allowed to vape on planes anyway.
I know, I wasn't. It was just in
Then
my...
it didn't matter that you didn't have it. Why did you have it in your pocket anyway?
Because that's where it lives. And I fell asleep and it was in my pocket and I woke up and I couldn't
This is the pocket
find
of a
it.
jacket, not because she had a Quanny jammies
Yeah,
on.
and I had my hoodie on.
Hoodie on with these big loose pockets. And I don't know if we spoke about it before, but she does zoomies when she sleeps. And just knowing what you do, surely you know anything that's in your pockets is going to fall out.
Yeah, so it was stupid. I should have put it in my bag, so it's my own fault. But I woke up and I couldn't find it anywhere. And not that I was only looking just because I put my hands in my pocket because my hands were cold. And it wasn't in there. And then I couldn't find it anywhere. So any money, it's fallen out. It's fallen into the aisle and one of the flight attendants has taken it. And dang it.
Now she could vape the rest of the trip.
I wouldn't.
No, you'd never do that.
No. But that kind of stuff. I really liked that one. It was cool. It had this little like galaxy light that lit up on the side of it. It was cool. But I found a site that I can buy those ones off. Yeah.
In Australia. Is there any sites left? Yeah. Just these people all burning down tobacconists everywhere. I didn't think there was any left.
Oh, I found a site that I can get. They're just out of stock at the moment. I keep refreshing.
Well, I can't get them back in stock. It's against the law.
Like, don't worry about things. Don't worry. It's all right.
Oh,
Don't worry.
it's supporting the black market. Is that to match your black hair?
Yes.
If it was a white market, you wouldn't go there. You idiot.
And we went suit shopping for Jared on the weekend. His parents were there and I think something was said about me always wearing black, but I think I might have been wearing this same top actually, and I had my Burberry jacket and I looked at his parents, I was like, "Look, I'm not wearing all black for once." Jared's mum's like, "Are you feeling okay?" And then I told her, I was like, it was funny when Peter and I were travelling, like if we were doing washing and Peter would be doing a load of whites. He's like, "Bec, do you have any whites you need washed?" I'm like, "No." When do I ever wear white clothing? I will on my wedding day though. Even though everyone keeps assuming I'm going to wear a black dress.
I think I've seen you wear white.
Very rarely. I really don't have very much white clothing.
Yeah, I still vaguely remember.
I
you
wore a
wearing
white at my engagement party. It was more like an ivory
Ivory,
cream.
yeah.
I guess my wedding dress isn't pure white, it's more ivory. Well, I drink red wine. It's just dangerous for me to wear white. At least if you spill red wine on black, you can't see it.
Oh, so you don't have to wash it. Is that the answer? Get you out of washing.
No, of course you have to wash it. Just saying, we won't have like a nice big blotchy red stain. Oh! Microphone fell out
you
of
broke it.
No, it just fell out of my pocket.
Fell out of your pocket.
My Polly pocket.
So what are you going to do this week?
What am I going to do this week? Work. And then I'm going to a music
You're
festival
going
in
to
the
a
week.
music festival.
Going to a-
Oh my God, I give you a perfect line to start the story.
Oh, I forgot when I'm going. Yes, I'm going to a music festival on the weekend. It was funny. I spoke to my sister yesterday. I've not seen her since before we went to Europe. How crazy is that? Well, I was only home for a month and I kept trying to catch up, but her life's a bit crazy at the moment, and so every time... What?
We're home more than a month. We're home 6 weeks.
Well, every time I tried to catch up with her, our schedules wouldn't align. Anyways, we talk, but... Anyway, I spoke to her yesterday and I was like, oh, yeah, I told her, because we're trying to organise a catch-up. I was like, I'm going to a festival on the weekend. She's like, which one is it? I'm like, oh, it's just some small one. I was like, oh, Coming Soon are playing though, which is a duo, Psytrance duo. They're like both me and my sisters, one of our favourites. She's like, what? Coming Soon are playing? That's not a small festival, Meg. I'm like, yeah, the lineup's really good, but I think it is still small. So that'll be fun. Very fun. I'm excited for that. I haven't been to... I went to Tomorrowland, but this is like a camping... I haven't been to a camping festival since March. It's been good fun. Going with little friends.
Oh, it's supposed to be wet and cold this weekend too.
Is it?
No.
Oh, thank you, Lord.
I think it's supposed to get to like 25 or
Oh,
something.
perfect doofing weather.
Perfect duffin weather.
It is. I don't want it to be too hot because you want to be able to dance, but you don't want to be freezing. Perfect. 25 is fantastic doofing conditions.
I think. I could be wrong.
I hope it
thought I
is.
said that.
But yeah, that'll be good fun. Jared had to check he goes to me on the weekend, he's like, we need to check the tent. I'm like, what are we checking it for?
In case you still... Oh, we won't check. We'll get it. Oh, we don't have any pegs because we lost them last time and we didn't know we lost them.
No,
we turned up and there's no pegs to put our tent up with.
No,
we'll just sleep on the ground.
He's like, I had to check in case, like, I don't know, rats or something have gotten in there,
Yeah,
or like
you have to
mold
check
or
all of
something.
that.
I know. The tent is...
And you had it all mouldy one year. You packed it up wet and didn't unpack
it definitely was not wet after Esso. It was 42 degrees. It was blistering hot. Although it is good that he did check because we had to have people come around and put in a one-way door because we've had possums in our walls. I don't know, because you can hear it sometimes in the lounge room near where the split system is, but then you can hear them in our bedroom, like in the wall behind our bed. So I don't know how they're getting...
Possums? Sure, it's not rats. Possums are... Your walls aren't that fat.
I don't know.
It sounds rats. So it's more likely rats.
Anyways, we had people come around and put in the one-way door for the possums. I haven't heard them since. So I think maybe the possums have gone out to get food and then they can't get back in.
Oh, so now they're dead.
No, they'll go back
They're
to the tree where
roadkill.
they live.
They haven't lived there. They've lived in your house.
I don't know why. They have a nice tree over my backyard that they lived in, and now they've infiltrated my walls. I haven't heard
Maybe
them
they're
since.
sick and tired of getting wet.
Maybe. Yeah.
And not getting cold in winter. They want a nice warm house.
It was just a bit annoying though because you'd hear the scratching and then you'd be like, oh, is that them? And then you just see Grim and I'm like, oh, it's just the cat. But then sometimes you hear it and then you'd be like, no, Grim's over there. It must be the possums. I haven't heard them since. Hopefully they're gone.
You could have done it the silly way like a friend of mine did many years ago. Found that there was a possum that got into the roof. So he plugged it up and the whole house stunk about a month later because the possum died of starvation inside the roof. He didn't think of that. He wasn't very smart.
Obviously. Well, the people that came and put in the one-way door said that they'll come back in a few weeks to get rid of that, and then they'll drop rat poison in there because apparently if there's possums, it attracts rats because the rats eat their poo. I'm like, that's revolting.
What, being a poo eater?
Yes. That's so gross.
You watch me watch a series with a poo eater in it.
What?
White Lotus. You forgot that scene, haven't you? Anyway,
I think so.
I'll move on. No, if they're in your walls, they'll be rats.
Oh, I don't know.
Because your walls are only that wide.
Oh, I don't know. Anyway. They're gone now, I think, I hope.
You hope.
I hope. I haven't heard them
Or
in a
they're
few
dead and
days.
they're going to stink the house out.
Don't say that, please.
No, the smell only lasts about 6 weeks. Then it goes.
I haven't heard them in a few days, so hopefully they're gone.
You don't hear anything when you're asleep.
No, I wasn't here. Well, this is when I was awake.
Oh.
How else would I have heard them? I did hear them the other day. What are you going to do this week?
This week, I've got a list of 25 names, and I'm running through that list, editing all the pictures I haven't edited.
Fun.
So I haven't had time while I've been away. And
you hate editing on a laptop?
Can't stand editing well. I don't like editing when we're travelling. I really don't. Even though I've had a look at the ones I did, there's one there's two that I'm going to just re-edit because I don't like. Just there's finer details that I just can't see on the laptop. And I did some freaky thing to the New York shoot we did with you, the one on the street.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what I did to you, but it looked like I put some type of weird clarity on you. No, it wasn't shot with a Hasselblad, but I don't know what I did, but I thought, I hadn't posted that one, so I'm safe.
Safe.
No, I'm working for a few things. I got 6 or 7 tutorials. I have to do all the backup collecting of pictures and that for my rants. Mm-hmm. So I was doing that a bit in the weekend, backing everything up for being away and just getting all the, doing all the hard drive shit. So I had to order 2 hard drives that were away and now they're full. But just, stuff and stuff. But
your stuff and stuff.
Trying to get back to shooting my cover shots again. Trying to get back to shooting the cover shots and stop just shooting and get a bit bossier.
Yeah, I've been telling you this for ages.
I know, I just backed off too much. I think I've got to get back to my bossy. Like even this shot, nobody can see it. The shot of Natasha on there, I literally said to Natasha, show me the picture you're using reference of. So what stands out in that picture? And you've been all safe about it. No wonder it's not looking the same. And then I think 3 frames of her then just going for it. And we nail a picture. I said, you've got to look at a picture and say, what's the essence of the picture? Then chase that essence. It's like if a shoot's really edgy, try and make it soft and smushy. That's not what that picture is. You should have picked a soft and smushy picture. I think there's enough models I still work with who know me, so I'm not going to get cancelled by pushing them.
Exactly.
I'm going to push the crap out of you too.
Yeah, so...
You've given me permission to.
Yes.
No, just what you did in LA. And I'm going to push that 10 times harder.
Okay.
No, I actually liked where you're going. For people who don't know, basically we had music going off Bec's playlist. So Bec was trying to take the emotion out of the song and put it into a posing, which then gets, because with all the models, they get into safety.
Well, because it was my playlist, my Bops playlist that I listen to all the time, so I know all the songs. So each time a new song would come on, I would just sing the song in my head and channel the emotion of it. And that was a new thing that I was trying, and I found that it worked. I hope. You're the one who seems to be all unsure about the photos. But...
I know, I'm not. It's a different thing I'm talking about.
Oh, okay.
No, it was more,
Hello, dog.
It's like if a guitarist isn't challenged, they're just going to play the same old riffs in every song. But once they get challenged, they'll write something new and exciting. It won't be the same old sound every song.
Yes. Hello, puppy. Confused dog.
Confused dog. Yes, very confused. I can't pick him up because
No, I cannot either. He will bite us.
I know, if I start patting in his right, and
he's
he's growling. If I stop, it comes and licks my hands and wants a pat again. Now he start growling.
He's very confused.
He's coots. But yeah, I've been working on, like we said, it's like that. I've got to keep refreshing.
His breath is really bad.
He's got another bad tooth, so I have to get him. He's only got 3 teeth left in his mouth. So. Keep having to adjust, especially in business. You can't just stay the same. Otherwise, you just get boring.
Yeah.
And then you go out of business. What was I gonna say? Oh, yeah. So we had this talk while we were away just about changing a few things. Mm-hmm. And just to follow I don't know, I want to slow down a little bit. I still want to do photos. Oh, yeah, I want to cut out some of the stuff that's stopping me from shooting what I want to shoot.
We'll get there.
Yeah, of course we will.
Of course we will. And I will still be here. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere.
No sacking happening here.
Puppy dog. What's our photo going to be this week?
Oh, didn't it? No, that's your job. I signed that to you while we were away.
Well, I've got a photo I took of us on the plane. We'll use that as our photo of us on the plane.
Oh, is that me being dumbass?
Yes.
Oh, happy to make me look stupid. No, I think I did the stupid one of you recently, so it's payback.
We'll use that as our photo.
It's our photo.
Yes.
So what's the photo for next week?
I'll think about that next week.
Haven't you pre-planned it?
No, I haven't
That's
actually.
no fun. I've got a picture of a taco under a table.
We've already used that one, you child.
Hey, we were somewhere else. Oh, that's
That
right.
last place we went to, no, not last place.
No,
What was
two
the
or
last place?
three places. So last time we were in LA, we went to Carney's and we cancelled them, and we decided to go back there again. That was the biggest mistake in the world. It was pretty revolting.
Yeah. And then we went to that souvlaki place. It was disgusting.
Oh, that was terrible. Oh, that's right. Yeah, we always spoken about that. I was putting food in the vases.
The vases.
There was
No,
a
we haven't
vase.
spoken about that because we did our podcast with Jessie and then we haven't done one since then.
Yeah, I think we have.
We haven't. But anyway.
I thought I spoke about putting food into the thing.
No, you didn't.
No, didn't?
No.
Sure. Anyway, well, Bec had like 2 mouths, I think.
Yeah, something like that. It was horrible.
I think I only had 2. But then, what'd you have with it? Fries or something, wasn't it? Did
no,
you get
halloumi.
halloumi? Oh,
You liked the halloumi,
Yeah,
but then
your
I had a
halloumi was
champagne that was horrible, and so you threw that out.
that's right, I threw the champagne. Oh, well, just made it look like a dog peed on the footpath,
Yes.
so that was fine. And there was all those stupid potato things. I put them in the vase around the corner. And there was a guy sitting there waiting to pick up an Uber Eats or something. He's sitting out having a smoke, and he just laughed at me doing that.
It was horrible.
And we had that one good thing in LA. It's one really good thing in LA. Is that whenever you go somewhere and they have really bad food, we had a couple of them. The pizzas. Hardly ate any of it. Anyway.
Oh, yeah.
So we get the doggy bag, and you always find a homeless person. They're so wrapped when you give them nice fresh food.
And then you never see them again.
Oh yeah, I think we gave him food poisoning.
think
He
you
wasn't there
killed
for
him.
No, he was there 3 days. No, I think he got overfed and didn't need to beg anymore. But he was really cool. He had a sign. It just said beer. And I thought, someone is 100% honest. If it said beer or drugs, if it had fentanyl, I would have gone up and said, here's $5. At least you're telling me what you're going to spend it on. You're being honest. When you say, I need something to eat, but you give them a hamburger, say, I don't want that.
Yeah. Anyways.
But he was very happy that it's a good thing about iWatch. You can just delete people. It'll just be some salesperson at that time of day when they ring me. That's got to be banned. I reckon they should be able to, on your phones now, you should be able to go, if you know that's a scam phone call, report it as scam. Well, it's rude.
Yeah, I know, I get you.
Oh, you get me.
Yes. It's time.
Oh, it's time. So you're in a hurry to stop.
No, just saying.
Sorry, she doesn't want to talk to you anymore. She wants to just go and sit on her desk with her wine and watch TikToks.
No.
You sure now?
Well, you can keep talking then.
No, it's all right. I've got to edit it.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. So I've got to... So in most of our podcasts, Bec's going to kill me, but it's not been fixed. It's been fixed. They can't see it now. I won't if you don't want me to do it. It's funny, though. They can't see it. I fixed it. So anyway, we were doing a podcast and we only edit the start and the finish, just the in, like when we're going to start cut in and when we finish cut out. It's pretty much all we do, unless we have a camera fail or sound fail. And Bec's gone to check something and walked in front of the camera, but she had a hole in her pants on her bum. It was only like a 2-second little bit, but someone decided to screenshot it and send it to Bec. So we blurred it so you can't see it anymore. And now she won't wear those holly pants ever again. Well, lucky it was on the side. At least it wasn't in the centre. It would have been 10 times worse. Oh, you've gone all quiet.
Anyway.
Was a bit funny. So.
No, it wasn't.
Just
Funny for you, it wasn't funny for me.
well, don't walk in front of the
I
camera
didn't
with holly
realise.
pants.
I didn't realise. Anyways, we are going to go.
Hey, that could be our picture.
It's not going to be our picture. We don't have it
I could
anymore.
put your face in the hole.
We'll see you guys next week. I hope you have a lovely
no
weekend. See you again next week.
Well, maybe I could wear holly pants next one. We can put your face in that hole.
Bye, guys.